What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 3, Food and Fitness Q&A with Jeff Reezy. I feel people are like books. Everyone has a story and something to teach. I got a really good one for you today. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. Episode 3, Q&A with Jeff Reezy. In this interview, we have 3 topics, 3 questions each to provide a different perspective on someone else's life experiences. We're talking food, fitness, and general life. All right, in this interview, we got a really special guest for you today. My man, he studied at the University of Waterloo, graduated from robotics engineering. He's a software engineer with thousands of lines of code, whatever that means. He's a genuine, funny, down-to-earth kind of guy. My boy, Baraa Hamodi. Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Walaikum assalam, man. How you doing?
Thank you for coming here today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, man.
All right.
So, give us a little intro. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
For sure. Yeah, my name's Baraa. I mean, you kind of covered everything. You got where I studied, where what I do as a job now. Yeah, out here in Silicon Valley, just having a good time. Graduated last year and, just living life.
All right. So tell us something we wouldn't know about you just by looking at you. And how did we meet?
Something that you wouldn't know about me just by looking at me. Well, so I usually go to this one. This is kind of crazy. Gets a wild reaction from everybody.
Oh, it's a wild
in my lifetime, my family and I, we've escaped, quote unquote, escaped 2 dictatorships.
What?
Yeah. We used to live in Iraq, and we also lived in Libya. Both were under like dictatorship rule, and we moved out to Canada after that. So that's like a crazy fact that no one would guess about me.
That is a pretty crazy fact, bro.
And how we met?
How did we meet?
We met on the basketball court. This guy was making all the 3-point shots, and I was like, "Who is this guy?"
I don't know about all of them, but.
And then after the game, I saw him recording himself for his Instagram.
So y'all know me.
He like puts up these slow motion videos of him shooting. Yeah, that's how we met. He always looks away. He shoots and looks away, and he thinks he's cool or something.
But all right, my man. So we're talking food, fitness, and general life.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So first subject. It's always the best one. We're talking food.
Okay. Food. Love food.
Everybody. Who doesn't love food?
Who doesn't love food?
Everybody loves food. All right. So, where is your favorite food? What is your favorite go-to food, and where would you recommend going to get that?
My go-to food.
Your go-to food, your all-time favorite, like breakfast, lunch, dinner. You can.
I can eat it whenever.
Your go-to.
My go-to. To be honest, that's gonna have to be shawarma. Shawarma. Like I could literally eat that at any time of the day. If it's presented to me, I'm gonna eat it.
So I know what that is. Tell what is shawarma?
So it's pronounced shawarma.
Shawarma.
And it's essentially like marinated chicken, or it could be lamb or beef. And it's like rotated on like a rotisserie grill, and they slice it off. I'm sure you've seen the videos. They slice off.
Yes.
It's healthy because all like the oils kind of drip out of it.
There you go.
And it's in a pita, usually with garlic sauce,
onions, lettuce.
It's whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's a shawarma.
So okay. So where would you recommend going? Like the place, like
the place to go.
If this was the place to go get shawarma.
Yeah.
Chicken, lamb, whatever.
Well, I mean, it's obviously best like back in the Middle East, when they make it authentic there. Unfortunately, here in like the Bay Area, I have not found. I've yet to find a decent shawarma place. I'm kind of disappointed.
Damn.
If someone wants like to start a good like restaurant up here, like just get a good shawarma place going on. Like no one can find good shawarma.
Okay, so in where back in the East? So where's the location?
So yeah, like Syrian shawarma. Syrian shawarma. You have a location? I don't have like a particular restaurant, but like literally anywhere on the streets, like you would get street food in Syria. You would get some really good shawarma.
Shawarma. I do have a recommendation. If you're in Sunnyvale, Sunnyvale, it's called the Falafel House.
The Falafel House.
Falafel House in Sunnyvale.
I don't think I've been.
They have some really damn good shawarma. I'll bring you there sometime. All right.
It sounds good. It's a date.
All right, man. So, question number 2. If you were to cook for a romantic date, what would you make and why?
Ooh. If I were to cook for a romantic date, It's a good question.
See how much game he's got.
So, okay, I would make like a nice salmon dish. Like salmon would be the entree.
Salmon.
I'd have like some like vegetables on the side, you know. So maybe some mashed potato with it. I think it would be.
You know how to make all that?
I do know how to make all that.
Then.
Those are pretty simple foods to make.
So why would you make that? Yeah.
So salmon's good because like it won't give you bad breath. You know, it's like a.
That's
you know, like
right
you don't want to have bad breath on a date, right?
Nope.
So it's like, and it's healthy. You know, so if she's trying to be healthy, it's a healthy food. You know.
I love salmon.
I love salmon too.
Salmon.
It's easy to cook. That's the other thing. I know how to cook it.
So you can't really mess up salmon. So
it's hard. It's hard to mess it up.
It's kind of hard to mess it up, like unless you like undercook it or overcook it. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Salmon.
That's a great.
Nice salmon meal.
Nice salmon meal with a little bit of
vegetables on the side.
Yeah, nice and healthy.
Yeah, nice and healthy.
Nice and healthy. All right, my man. So, question number 3. We're talking traveling. Traveling for food. And the culture. Like, let's just say food and culture.
Okay.
So, if you were to travel anywhere in the world for the food and the culture, in general, you've been or never been, where would you want to go?
Interesting. Haven't thought about that one before. Traveling for food, for the sole intention.
Sure. If you've been there or if you haven't been there, like you just want to go there for the food.
Honestly, I think going to India and trying some like proper, authentic Indian food
yeah,
would be quite an experience. I haven't done that. I've never been.
I'm sure a lot of people haven't. You know,
like Indian food here is like very westernized. You know, it's like it's not really like. I have a bunch of Indian friends, and when I talk to them about the food here, they're like, "That's not Indian food. Like, you gotta come over to my house and see real Indian food."
No, of course,
you know?
Of course.
So I kind of want to go and see like what it's really about. You know, see if I can handle the heat.
This is true. I heard Indian spice is like you gotta wear a mask sometimes to just start making it. But all right.
Yeah.
So great food topic. We're moving on to topic number 2.
Ooh,
fitness. One of my favorite subjects.
Fitness. Okay.
Fitness. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Fitness.
I go to the gym.
All right. Well, question number 1. Do you work out? What do you do? And why?
Why? Okay. I do work out. I go to the gym. Not as frequently as I want to. I go.
I think all of us do that too. So,
I go like twice a week. Which is like not enough. I mean, to be honest, I'm trying to get it up more. Kind of hard, you know, just busy and just motivation's lacking a little bit. But we'll try to get it up, you know, this year, 2019. You know, New Year resolution. What was the other question? You said motivation.
What do you do?
What kind of
workouts do you do?
Just full body usually because I'm only going twice a week. So I lift weights.
Okay.
Full body. I do go. I'm still active in the sense that I play basketball as well, right? So it's not just working out. We play ball like once a week at least. Yeah. So you know I'm like doing something active like 3 times a week. You know, twice at the gym, once playing basketball.
That's always good. That's always movement is always. Yeah, for me, moving.
100%. I mean, especially for like, my job, I'm sitting down all day, right?
Absolutely.
Coding and got to stay fit.
Damn.
So,
yeah.
I know. I get the posture right.
You get fit. All right.
And you said motivation. That was the last part.
Motivation.
Why do I do it?
Why do I do it?
Why? Twofold, right? One is to be healthy because I need to like counter like me sitting all day, right? Yeah. And at the same time. Trying to look good, you know.
You gotta look
gotta
good.
put on.
You gotta look good, you know.
Gotta like be fit in your shirt. You know what I mean? You know.
You gotta wear the tight shirts.
You know what I see you wearing those tight shirts, Jeff. I see you wearing those tight shirts.
Sometimes, you know. You gotta. Okay. Anyways, all right. So that was a great answer. Yeah. You know,
I think most people will say that.
Yeah.
They might not admit it. They might not admit that they're trying to do it for that reason, but we all know.
We all want to look good, feel good. That's just generally what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You feel good, you look good, projects,
yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
It's contagious.
Absolutely. All right. It's question number 2.
All right.
What has been your greatest fitness achievement and what did you do to overcome it?
Interesting. That's I think the first thing that came to my mind is like just basketball. I mean, so I only started playing basketball like 2 years ago. Like I grew up like being like full on soccer. You know, soccer was my thing, and I played it like semi-competitively.
Oh, damn!
I like represented my city like against other cities. You know?
That's
it's not national or anything, but you know,
it's pretty big time though.
You know,
but so you played competitive.
I said semi-competitive because I don't know how competitive that really was. I mean, it's just like one city against another city, like within the same state or province up in Canada.
All right.
And I used to like hate basketball and like all of the sports. I was like, soccer, that's it. That's all I need.
Oh, damn.
But ever since moving to the Bay and like seeing like the Golden State Warriors and like it was really like, you know, the three, it was like really exciting. I was like, this is actually much more action packed than soccer. And like nothing in soccer, but I just started falling in love with basketball and I started playing and I was absolute trash. Like I never shot a ball before. So my form was off, my technique was wrong, I couldn't dribble.
And this was only 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
You've got a pretty good shot.
Oh, thanks. I've been working on it. So I think my biggest achievement is just like I started playing often. And I remember like I was like usually picked last in like a pickup game because like this guy doesn't know how to shoot like and all that. But now it's like I'm not last anymore. I'm like right there like in the middle. Not saying I'm the first pick, but somewhere in the middle now.
I think that's the perfect balance. Like once you're trying something and then you're actually starting to get better at it, and then that's when everything becomes fun.
It becomes more fun.
It becomes fun. Yeah.
It's not fun to miss all the shots.
No, definitely not. So that's what you did to overcome it.
Yeah, it's just repetition.
Repetition.
Consistency,
repetition.
And you gotta have a passion. Like I enjoyed doing it. So
yeah, absolutely enjoy what you're doing, guys. Enjoy what you're doing. All right. So here's another third question. It's a really good one.
Okay.
So what is your 5-year fitness goal?
Ooh.
What advice do you give to yourself and to others to achieve their goals?
Yeah, that's two different questions, Jeff.
No. It's totally.
Yeah, you're trying to pull a quick one on me.
So what's your 5-year goal and what are you gonna do? What advice do you have to give yourself
to achieve the 5-year goal? Okay, 5-year goal. I mean, in 5 years, like my metabolism is gonna slow down. You know, my joints might start hurting a little bit. So I guess my 5-year goal is to stay fit, stay healthy. I want to be at a stage where like I'm not really seeing the effects of aging on myself.
There we go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see you on the court. You out there, like you still look young as hell. So just like doing stretches and yoga and all this stuff to just keep my body like fit as I age.
So that's what you want to do. What are you going to do to get there?
To get there, I mean, I feel like you have a good workout routine. Like you got a routine that's like consistent. You know, you don't just go out there and do whatever.
Have a plan.
Have a plan. You have a plan.
Okay.
Someone who's like been doing it for a while, like yourself, maybe like to review what I think is a plan and stick to it as long as I'm consistent.
Definitely.
We all have cheat days, but
of course. Gotta enjoy life.
Sometimes you just gotta take one off. But
yeah, definitely.
I think just the consistency again. That's
stay consistent.
That's what it is.
Have a plan. Definitely have a plan.
I feel like this advice applies to like many things. You know,
absolutely.
not just fitness.
Just general. That's what. Okay. So that brings us to topic number 3. We're talking about life.
We're
talking about life.
I love talking about life.
We're going deep right here.
I like going deep.
We're going deep. All right.
Let's do it.
Question number 1 about life. What is your most treasured memory and how did it make you feel?
Oof.
Most treasured memory. Your most treasured memory and how did it make you feel?
I think for me, my most treasured memory is actually walking across the stage and getting my degree at the University of Waterloo. And like there's a story behind that. It's not just, it's just a degree, but my mom and dad, they sacrificed a lot to kind of get us to Canada. And like my dad was like a professor back in Libya, and he actually left that. He had like a master's degree and all that, and he came to Canada to give us like a better life, better education, all of this. But in return, like here, like they didn't accredit his university degree, so he couldn't continue as a professor. He actually had to make a choice. Like he could have gone into like a 3-year program and reattained his degree, or he could have started working because it was like a single income at that point. So he started working. He started working. He had no choice. He had 3 kids at the time and had to do that. So he sacrificed a lot. And then both my mom and my dad, they sacrificed so much for me and my siblings. And it was kind of like that moment that kind of took a lot of weight off their shoulders.
Wow.
So for me, like knowing that I went across the stage and got like a Canadian degree, engineering degree, because my dad was also an engineer. Yeah. To get that, like tears of joy,
tears of joy
from everyone. Man.
I'm getting chills right now, right, dude. That's deep.
That was like my most treasured moment.
That's really deep, and I think that story follows with a lot of our generation right now. A lot of immigrants came here with nothing, and you got to start with something, and you're like the first generation college student, graduated.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, that means a lot to your parents, and
100%.
And now look at you, a big dog with lines of code and all that stuff. But wow,
Yeah.
oh, that is deep. That's deep.
It is what it is.
How did it make you feel?
It took a weight off my shoulders too, because I knew there was so much riding on it. You know, like just like my parents being proud of me, my parents being relieved. You know, seeing all the pain and stuff that they've gone through and the suffering and the sacrifice. It was like finally like, hey, like we did it. You know, it was a team effort. Like we were all done.
It was like a new chapter.
Yeah, I felt good. I felt happy.
That's awesome.
I felt like seeing my parents happy made me happy.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's always. What more can you ask for?
Exactly.
What more can you ask for? All right. Wow.
Did you expect that? Did you expect an answer like that?
Jeez. Oh, that's only question number one.
That's only question one.
Man.
It's getting hot in here, man. I must say.
Jeez.
What a break.
All right. Question number 2. It's not getting any easier. We're going. All right. Question number 2. What has been your favorite quote of all time that has stuck with you and that you live by? What's your favorite quote that you live by?
There are so many quotes that I can mention right now.
This is why.
Like so many.
There's so many quotes out there.
And by like so many different people. It's not like I have one source. It's just there's so many different people that motivated me throughout life. Different people I hold as like role models to myself.
The one that you live by. That's why I pick these kind of questions.
Damn, Jeff picks good questions, guys. Sure does.
Q&A.
Q&A with Jeffries.
Could be you someday. All right. Favorite quote.
To be honest, I guess it kind of relates to the last question. Ooh. Or like my last answer. It's a quote by my dad. It's not. You won't find it in a book anywhere.
All right.
And it's like, it's not like the best quote at all, but it's just the meaning that came with it.
The meaning. Yeah.
And essentially what it was is he told me when I was going through some like tough times in high school, he told me nothing is too easy, but nothing is too hard. Just that, right? Like, and at the surface you're like, okay, like, sure. Like, what is it? What's that supposed to mean, right?
Nothing is too easy, but nothing is too hard.
And what that's really saying,
this is true,
is that like anything is possible, you know? Nothing is impossible, but also you got to put in the work to get what you want. Essentially, that's what it's saying, you know? Because like you're not going to achieve greatness or success by just doing something easy. It's
exactly
the path. If the path to success was easy, then we'd all be walking.
We'd all
of us.
We'd all be like all of us. But
it's hard. And sometimes the path that we think is the right path is not the right path, and we hit obstacles, and we can choose to jump over them. We can choose to turn around. We can choose to go a different way, right? And like at the same time, you know, nothing is too hard. Like nothing is going to block us 100%. Like
nothing.
You know,
you're determined.
There might be roadblocks. There might be stuff that's going to delay us. Stuff that will make us change our goals. But at the end of the day, like nothing is too hard. So
nothing's too hard.
From that simple quote, it just stuck with me. It's a
that's
simple,
awesome,
you know, like
that's
it's not something profound or deep, but it's just something that stuck with it.
That's man, that's good. That's a great answer. Yeah. All right, question number 3. We're getting real deep up in here.
Ooh, this is the last one.
This is the last one. At the end of this interview, you can ask me a question of the day.
I can ask you a question.
Yes,
Okay.
Whatever you want.
Cool.
All right. Question number 3. What legacy on this earth, what message do you have to share with other people?
Legacy.
What legacy do you want to leave on this earth?
I don't think I've done enough to earn a legacy, to be honest.
Wow. This is like, so what message do you want to share with everybody and the world, you know?
So, okay. What message do I want to share with the world? I mean, I don't want to sound like holier than thou or like I'm so wise and listen to me, right? Like I don't want to give that off because like we're all on this journey of like finding ourselves and trying to learn. So I guess I'll share something that I've kind of learned and like discovered myself, and hopefully it's useful to someone else.
All right.
The advice that I would give, to be honest, is don't live your life trying to be someone that you're not and impress people and get satisfaction from people and like try to fit in, you know?
Definitely.
Don't live your life doing that, because
Don't live your life.
I know so many people, and myself included, like, we do things that sometimes we don't really want to do, but we do it because it's the cool thing to do, or it's the socially acceptable thing to do. And I feel like a lot of people just are not happy with themselves. You know, a lot of the depression that happens, a lot of the like self-doubts and insecurities are because
people are not fully expressing themselves as they want to, because they have that fear.
Yeah, they're like
they'll be judged.
My friends are gonna judge me.
This is a very judgmental generation that we have. This didn't happen back in the. Of course, judgment happened, but
it happens everywhere in every generation. I mean, there's always been gossip. There's always been people talking behind your back. There's always people trying to make drama. You know, that always exists. But now it's just so easy with social media.
So easy.
It's, you know, like things spread like this, and you know, so you know, my advice is just to really genuinely be yourself.
Genuinely be yourself.
As like corny as that sounds, like don't live your life.
This is life
based on someone else. You know, like
this is true.
Live it the way you want to live it.
Live the way.
Be yourself. Yeah.
That's great.
And you'll be happier. You'll be happier if you do that.
That's awesome.
If you stop caring about what people think about you, you'll be happy.
Exactly. That's also why I wanted to start this channel. It's not easy, but hey, I'm out here doing it.
You're doing a good job, Jeff.
Thanks, sir. It's good to have you here.
Good to have you, man.
All right. Do you have a question of the day?
I get to ask you a question.
Question of the day for me. I don't even know what's happening right now.
No, we did not rehearse this. This is off the cuff.
We don't rehearse this thing. But
question for Jeff.
Woo. Talking food, fitness, life. What do you want to ask me? I'll provide my best answer to try provide some kind of value.
It's got to be on these 3 topics, huh?
Pretty wide.
They're pretty broad topics.
Broad topics.
My question for you is, what's your biggest regret?
Damn.
And what have you learned from
biggest regret? Jeez.
And what have you learned from it? Like, how have you taken that and changed your life?
Biggest regrets. No regrets. No regrets.
Live life with no regrets.
All right. So honestly, I do live my life with no regrets. I would just say all my past life experiences, they're just experiences, life. Like, what if something happened differently, I wouldn't have known what I know now. I wouldn't change a damn thing. I'm happy with myself. I'm comfortable with who I am. I'm loved, respected, and man, I don't know what else to ask for.
Yeah, okay. So no regrets.
No regrets. I can't.
Nothing you would go back and change if you could.
I mean, I want to save money. Jeez, that's my biggest regret. Everybody wants to save more money, you know. Like, I want to say those, you know, your financial mistakes. I mean, I was young and dumb. I had credit cards. Jeez, but all right, yeah. I had student loans, but hey, we all have that stuff. But no regrets. Live life. Just be comfortable with who you are. Take life not so serious. You know? It is what it is.
We're here for a good time.
Don't regret anything. So if you want to do something, just act on it. And damn, that's what I got for you.
Awesome.
How's that?
Dude, thanks for that was a good answer. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for having me, man.
Thank you for having us. All right.
All right, guys.
Well, see you on episode 4, guys.
Awesome, dude.
Bro. That was good.
First take.
First take. I don't think we even had to cut any.